And right, we'll do our LMP2 Pro Am winners, the number 29 Mille by TDS Oreca, Rodrigo Sales, Mathias, Beche and Greg Saucy. Second on the grid, after getting pole, unfortunately Rodrigo was pipped by a few thousandths per second for pole, but didn't matter in the end. Second win of the year after Le Castellet, and back right in the championship again. So Rodrigo, you must be very happy with his result, the performance and the result today.
Oh, absolutely, incredibly happy with the result. The entire team just did a phenomenal job. All the drivers, the pit crew, the mechanics, strategy on engineering, everything, incredibly happy. And as you put it, we're now back in the hunt. So.
Talk us through your stint, because obviously there were a few safety cars and a few other issues around the track. And how was the tyre wear out there?
So definitely a high deck track, and unfortunately, John Falb, to his credit, got a fantastic start, and he got around me in Rota. And so I was just focused on managing the tires for the whole entire first stint, just staying quite close, but not close enough to get into the dirty air, with the idea that later in the stint I'd be able to get around them. All was generally going to plan. Falb boxed early, so then it was just me following Rota around, and got to a point where I could see that he was starting to get some deg. I was as well, but I felt that he had really pushed his tires hard chasing Falb earlier. So unfortunately, it was a little bit of an ebb and flow in traffic, and then I had a GT car spin right in front of me, nearly took me out. I had to go not only offline, but completely off track into the gravel to avoid it, which cost me a good 6-7 seconds, at which point there was no way for me to bring that gap down. So overall, kept it clean, was very happy, obviously, with the overall result, and these guys were fantastic, and strategy was fantastic, and we were able to still bring home the win.
Greg, you took the car over. How was your stint? Because there was a lot going on. Traffic was also an issue, because not only were you dealing with the other LMP2s, you had all the P3s and GT3s out there on what is a fairly narrow track here. How did you cope with that?
Yeah, I mean, the track is not easy at all with the traffic. And of course, my stint was a bit tricky with all the safety car, also the red flag in the middle. So it was not so easy, and we had to manage the traffic. But I want to say big congrats also to the team, to my two teammates, also for the strategy. They did a mega job in the pit. So yeah, big congrats to them, and yeah, was.
How was the car before the red flag compared to after the red flag? Was there any, obviously you've been sat there for 20-25 minutes, was there any issues when you got back into it?
I mean, no, because we had the possibility to change the tires, so we did it. So was not exactly the same grip, but I mean, before the red flag was looking good. The management of the tires was looking good, so I think was quite good, yeah.
Brilliant. Mathias, you took the car over and you got into the lead. Talk us through your part, that battle you were having and getting into the lead and taking the checkered flag for the second time this year.
Yeah, we know, this championship is so tight. And to win a race in the LMS now, you need to execute everything perfectly. And that's what the team did, and that's what my teammate did as well. Greg brought the car in the lead, thanks to his great driving, and also the strategy was helping. But unfortunately, at the stop, we had kind of a long stop. We had to make a nose in, so we lost the lead. And we know on this track, it's pretty hard to pass. I had Alex Quinn in front of me, and I was like, oh, that's a bummer. We were on the lead, and now we just lost it, and that's going to be really, really tough to pass. But we had a good car today, and I knew I had to be very aggressive at the very restart. We have not much to lose, compared to the AF. We have to win, and I went for the gap and went to the lead. So then it was all about managing the fuel and the tires, because we know another safety car can happen, and you want to keep a little bit of potential, both fuel and tires on your side if you need to push at the end. So that was my job, and today we had a beautiful car. As all my teammates said, everything went smoothly. Now we're back in the hunt for Portimao. We're not in the lead. We will do exactly the same, full gas, and put pressure on our competitors, AF, and I'm sure we're going to have a fantastic car in Portimao. Rodrigo's driving well there. Greg is super strong everywhere, so I'm sure we will have a big chance for the championship there.